What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Trent here, coming at you with a new movie review. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the newest installment in the Jurassic Park franchise, Jurassic World Rebirth. Before I get into it, make sure you guys leave a like on this video. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you want to. My goal is to hit 50 subscribers by the end of the year, so help me achieve that goal. With that out of the way, let's get into it. This movie was directed by Gareth Edwards, known for his work on Godzilla and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It stars Mahershala Ali, Scott Johansson, and Jonathan Bailey. Before I really get into this review, I should preface this by saying that Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time. It was one of the first movies that I watched. Every time it came on the TV as a kid, I would always watch it, to the point where I recorded it on a VHS tape, so I would always have it. And then I would rewatch that VHS tape over and over and over again until it eventually broke. So yeah, I've been a big Jurassic Park fan, and going into this movie, I was very anxious about it because there hasn't been a movie that recaptures the magic of the original one by Spielberg. So going into this movie, I had high expectations because I enjoyed Gareth Edwards as a director. I liked his last movie, The Creator, which was a crazy sci-fi adventure. So I had high hopes for this movie. And unfortunately, this movie sucks. Alright, so the basic plot of this movie is that Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali are part of this like spec ops team that's been hired by this company to go get some DNA samples from some dinosaurs. Along the way, they run into this family who's on vacation on their boat who end up joining the group. I really don't know how it's possible that I watched this movie and felt bored for most of the runtime. The thing that drags down the pacing in this movie for me is the fact that there's like two groups and two storylines going on at the same time. One group with the main cast with ScarJo and Mahershala Ali and the rest of their team, and then they'll cut to this family on vacation on their boat. Like the first part of this movie, I was legit like bored. Like I get that they're trying to like set up the conflict and set up a reason for them going to this island. So I was giving it a chance. I was like sitting in the theater. I was like, okay, once they get to the island, things will hype up a little bit. It doesn't. Every area they go through, you can just tell that there are characters in this movie who are just set up to die. Like they're in one section, one of the crewmates dies. They move on to the next section, another crewmate dies. They go to the next one, another person dies. And it's so predictable which character is going to die or get eaten or whatever. Every single member of the Spec Ops team is so incompetent and so stupid. Like they start this movie by like hyping them up like they're professionals, like their job is to perform well under pressure. There's even a scene in particular where ScarJo basically says like, I should be the one taking the shot because when we're traveling on this boat and water's in your face and we're going like 50 knots an hour or whatever, I'm going to be able to perform under pressure. And then when that pressure comes, she immediately chokes, which is crazy to me. And the rest of the movie is like that. Like there's no part of this movie where I felt like this extraordinary Spec Ops team felt extraordinary. They just seemed like they were as lost as everyone else. They were almost as incompetent as this regular family of four who were on vacation. It's so hard to sit through and just watch this movie. And I think one of the reasons why this movie was so hard for me to watch is like I could not care less about some of these characters. Like if you're writing, I feel like if you're making a movie where characters are gonna die or get killed, like I have to be able to care about these characters for me to care about them dying. They give like ScarJo and Mahershala Ali like this much character, like that much. Like there's a little bit extra to them, but like they don't go through any like meaningful character art. They don't have any meaningful like character moments. They're just like every single character is super one dimensional. And like when you have all these one dimensional characters, when they start dying, I really could not care less. The moments, the quiet moments between Mahershala Ali and Scott Johansson and Jonathan Bailey, like they do really well with what they were given, but what they were given was really bad, in my opinion. There's maybe like one scene in this entire movie that like I legitimately did enjoy. The scene during that whole scene, they're playing the original like John Williams, like Jurassic Park music, and that kind of like blinded me with nostalgia to like associate that song with good filmmaking. So maybe like I don't think that scene was like that good, but like it was the scene that I remember the most because of the music that was playing in the scene. And like the movie tries to be funny in some spots. It's not funny. It's like it's almost offensive how dumb they think the audience is. And they're right, because I'm dumb for thinking this movie was going to be good. They haven't made a good Jurassic Park movie in 20 plus years. Gareth Edwards, when I think of his movies, he's a good director. Like, am I like going crazy? Like, did he forget how to do his job in this one? Like, I think of like the Creator and Godzilla and Rogue One. I'm like, yeah, this Gareth Edwards can make a great film, a great looking film, but there's just some parts of this movie where I'm just like I'm bored. It was hard, really, really hard for me to connect with this movie in any way. At the end of it all, it just feels so soulless. I actually legit hate that I watched this movie and gave money to this film because I don't want them to make another one. Like if they're just gonna keep turning out slop and more slop, like please just stop. Like let this franchise end, dude. And this video could be like 10 times longer if I talked way more in depth on spoilers because there's so much like dumb stuff that happens in this movie that boggles my mind. To be honest, the best part of this whole theater experience was the 1 minute teaser trailer for the Odyssey coming out next year. That little 1 minute was better than the whole 2 hours that I spent in Jurassic World Rebirth. That's all I have to say. Coming out of this theater, I gave the movie a 1.5 stars on Letterboxd. It's just it was boring. It was poorly paced, hollow, shallow characters. With the dinosaurs and the humans shared the screen, it didn't look quite right. The music, the score was not really memorable at all. Like other than when they reused the original stuff that John Williams made. I think that the actors did the best they could with what they were given. Um, I can't recommend this movie. If you want like a good like movie with dinosaurs, I really think the original Jurassic Park is your best bet at this point. Like, will it ever be topped? Probably not at this point. Like, you've had 20 years to try and make a good one of these, and you just haven't done it. But yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave a like below, comment. Did you guys watch this movie? Did you enjoy this movie, or did you dislike it as much as I did? Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 50 subscribers by the end of 2025. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Have a day. Bye.